fear not. Today we are joined by Morgan Davidson, a professional makeup artist and skincare therapist who will tell you all you need to know about your skincare products. Welcome to BT.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. First off, when I heard skincare therapist, I was like, what is that? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. So I'm trained basically as an esthetician, but my focus is all about the face and skin. That's my obsession.
Okay, I love it. I love it. Now, we all know that there are so many skincare products out there. There's oils, there's creams, there's scrubs, there's different applicators. So where should people start when they want to get into the skincare game?
So I like to say, keep it simple, be realistic, because consistency is key.
Yeah.
That's really what's going to make sure that a routine actually works. So rather than getting overwhelmed, I like to say keep it to your three basics, a cleanser, a moisturizer, and sunscreen.
Okay, so the oils aren't making their way in there just yet. That's more for maybe seasoned pros.
That's right, yes. If you're overwhelmed, you don't know where to start, that's
where to start.
That's the place.
Okay,
yeah.
so what do you recommend for teens and to 20-year-olds when it comes to skincare?
Sure, so it's funny, I see a lot of young folks online grabbing a lot of anti-aging products, and really you don't need that at that point in your life. So when you're in your teens, early 20s, even mid-20s, your skin is still very happily producing collagen. It's really about hygiene and just overall skin health at that point in your life. So again, sticking to just that trio, keep it simple with just like a really basic cleanser. I think doesn't have to be fancy. Drugstore is great for that. I love CeraVe because it's a trusted brand. You can grab it at any drugstore. And moving to just a basic moisturizer. You're really just adding hydration to your skin at that point. I would say most important, best habit to get into at this stage is sunscreen. SPF 30 or higher, because that's a habit that's going to serve you for life.
So for those people, those younger people that are grabbing all the skincare products, is too much? Can you go overboard and do too much and kind of damage your skin?
Absolutely can.
Yeah. So what is one of the #1 mistakes that you find with young people?
Probably reaching for those really intense exfoliating products at a very young age. So like glycolic acid, lactic acid, those chemical exfoliants, really intense scrubs.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I think it's fine. Something gentle at that age, sure, if you want to exfoliate. But realistically, you're probably going to do more damage to your skin barrier than anything else.
So next you have people in their 30s and early 40s.
Yes. So once you're in that habit of your basic sort of three-step routine,
and you stick to it.
And you stick to it because consistency is important.
Yeah.
Your 30s is really when you do start to see some of those changes in the skin. So that is when collagen production starts to slow down. Yeah. So we see dullness, we see fine lines, we see sunspots, things like that. So I like to recommend at this point, maybe you up your moisturizer game, maybe you get something a little more targeted to your skincare concerns. And then maybe you add, a night cream.
Okay.
If you're feeling like you're into that extra step, something a little richer, maybe it's going to do a little bit more work on the skin overnight is great. The two things I always recommend that someone at that point really should be thinking about is a vitamin C and a retinol.
Okay, so what do those two do for you?
So your vitamin C is going to be a really effective way to treat that brightness, skin, even skin tone, and those age spots. So that's something that's going to do a really great job of that a few times a week. And then a retinol. I live for a retinol.
Okay, I hear a lot about retinol, and I need to know more about retinol. I have this oil in my bathroom, and it's just staring at me because I have no idea what to do. And then also the order, about how the step is, so you do the routine.
So it's easy reference. You go thinnest to heaviest.
Okay.
So cleanser. If you do have any serums, you can put those in there. Toners, moisturizer, and then in the morning you're going to end with that SPF.
Okay.
In the evening you'll end with those richer treatments.
Awesome.
So yes.
Perfect. So I know we only have about a minute left. Your last group, 40s, 50s, and up.
Yeah, so at this point, you're really just starting to see those same concerns, those things that you started seeing in your 30s, getting a little more intense. So you might up the intensity of what you're doing. So I love, a a liquid exfoliator, something that does have that glycolic or lactic acid, you can use that more frequently. A more intense retinol, if you can up that strength, it's going to do, you know, a better job. And finally, this is a great time to actually focus on your body as well.
Okay.
So if you are noticing, you know, changes in your skin texturally all over, reaching for something that's got vitamin E, omega fatty acids, that's going to also treat you head to toe. It's really important.
And do you think it's more important to see a dermatologist if you're really concerned about your...
Yes, anytime you can do that is great.
Yeah.
Tends to be a little bit easier to pull something like that off at this point in your life.
Yeah.
But yes, of course, anytime you can get personalized recommendations, it's the way to go.
Perfect. So people can get more information, morgansarahbeauty.com.
That's right.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Morgan. For more information, that's the website. That's the key below. Your time now, 9:48. We've got more BT coming up right after the break. Stay with us.